Welcome back to Lord TV, L3RD TV. This morning, we are going to discuss the match preview of Real Madrid versus Arsenal. This is going to be a quick hitter. Like I mentioned on the post game, the match review from the Alaves game, I was planning on doing an NBA video as well. I'm going to put a hold on that as I got invited to go back onto the Ignorant Takes podcast to discuss the play-ins. So you'll hear me talk on there about what I was going to discuss regarding the play-ins. So I'm just gonna hold off on the play-in talk because I'm gonna be discussing it on their channel, and I will go more into the actual playoff picture once the play-ins games are settled and we have the full playoff lineup and matchups. So, but today, like I said, it's gonna be a quick hitter. I've already kind of touched on it in the past two videos, the match review of the Leganes game and the Arsenal game. So this is gonna be pretty quick video here, just to kind of get my thoughts out there. About 10 minutes long, 10-15 minutes, no longer than that, for this match preview for the second leg against Arsenal in the Champions League. Obviously, we are 3-0 down. I'm pretty sure we're going to see the same lineup. The only change I really see is going to be Tchouaméni and Camavinga. Obviously, Camavinga was suspended for the first yellow, and then he got the second yellow. So, regardless, he was going to be suspended for this game. Tchouaméni is back because he was suspended for yellow card accumulation. So I think it's going to be the same exact lineup. I hope that we get Fran Garcia instead of David Alaba, but we'll see what happens there. Like I had mentioned in the match review of the Arsenal game, I wasn't a fan of Alaba being on the field, especially because in the previous game that he played, he got 2 own goals. He didn't look good. He really hasn't looked good anytime he's been on the pitch, on the field. So I don't want to see him on the field, and especially with Saka's pace, it's just a better matchup with Fran Garcia anyway. So, and offensively, it's not like David Alaba gave us anything, and we know Fran Garcia is going to get up and down, and we need goals. So I'd rather see Fran Garcia than David Alaba. Looking at the midfield trio: Tchouaméni, Jude, and Luka again. And then the front three, of course, of Vinny, Mbappe, and Rodrigo. Rudiger, Asensio, the back line. Valverde, Courtois, the back line. So I'm really just hoping we kind of learned some things from that first game, and defensively we look at some things. Okay, we need to take certain spaces away. Moreno was constantly behind in those dangerous pockets behind our midfielders, in between the lines. So trying to better counteract that, those cutbacks from Saka, but I think a lot of that had to do with he was going against David Alaba, so it was just a pace thing. He was just too fast for him, too quick. So I think naturally, with Fran Garcia being in that position, if he does start, I think some of that will be minimized, hopefully. But obviously, I think our biggest thing is offensively. How are we going to break them down? Are we going to make the right decisions? Are we going to get another Vinny Mbappe break transition attack that just completely breaks down because of a bad pass, bad decision? Like, what are we going to do differently? Are we going to be more direct? Are we going to move the ball faster? Because I think that's the biggest thing, was we were so slow. Everything was so slow. Left to right, so slow. Like, we need to make them move to then make those certain mistakes. Are we going to pressure correctly? Are we going to pressure at all? Like, what are we going to do differently? Because there's ways to attack them. And if we are going to apply pressure, we need to apply pressure as a team, collectively, organized. If we aren't going to apply pressure, okay, we don't apply pressure. We let them, we set up in a nice mid-block. And once they come into those areas, we try to nick it and go the other way in transition. Like, we need to have a game plan. We can't just be out there willy-nilly. You guys figure it out and just try to win the game off of individuals. Like, it's not going to work. So, excuse me. So, there needs to be something set. And me personally, we don't press good, so I wouldn't mind a mid block and then trying to hit them quick. Like, once they kind of come into that space of where we're setting up defensively, try to nick the ball, then kind of apply pressure in certain pockets, because now we're set defensively. So even if they get around something, they get around a little bit of pressure, there's another body there. Like, it's set. So I wouldn't mind a mid block. And then really trying to catch them on the counter. I think that's probably the best way to go about it because of the pace we have up front. And, if they do get the chance to set up defensively, then we need to move the ball. It has to move fast. It can't stick. And if we are going to be someone taking on the ball, they need to try to create something. You need to try to beat your man. Do something with some threat behind everything. Like, it can't be what it was last game, where there was just moving it side to side, super slow. When there was dribbling opportunities, not taking them. Like, you get a one-on-one, take your man on. There's nothing to lose. You're down 3-0. Take your man on. If you got a one-on-one, don't wait for them to then get extra bodies in a particular area and have that extra coverage. So the boys need to really just be quick. Everything needs to be quick. But like I said, defensively, I want a mid block is what I'm looking for. Don't want to see too much pressure up the field unless it's like kind of guaranteed. But even in those, we apply pressure horribly. We've done horribly all season. So, and if we are going to apply pressure, it starts with the front three. They need to apply pressure. Our midfielders don't need to be coming out of space and giving them opportunities to 1-2 pass. And now we have a transition attack coming our way. So if we're going to apply pressure, there needs to be discussion with the front three. You guys apply pressure. You guys are the triggermen, and you guys apply pressure up here so they can't just pass it out from the back. Instead of forcing a midfielder to then try to run up and apply the pressure, which then leaves space in behind. So it's going to be a tough one. We're down 3-0 to one of the best defenses in Europe. It's going to be a tough one. So as a Real Madrid fan, there's always that little bit of hope. It's there. I can't deny it. It's there. Like, we are who we are. We can win this. It's always there. I can't deny that. But as a realistically, it's looking ugly. And like I've mentioned multiple times already, I need one goal in the first half from us and not conceding anything. And I need at least a 2-goal advantage with 20 minutes left for me to have real hope of like, okay, it's on. This is doable. This is what we do. If it maybe was a different team, I would have more hope, but because their defense is so strong now, what gives me hope is Arsenal is weak mentally. So we score one. I will get more hope, but the real hope isn't until 2 goal advantage with at least 20 minutes. So if we get 2 goals in the first half, it's over. We get 2 goals in the 60th minute, have a 2 goal advantage in the 60th minute, it's over. If we get a 2 goal advantage in the 5th or the 75th minute, I'm like, I need at least 20 minutes for me to be like, okay, these boys are cooked and we're gonna win this game. And if it's 15 minutes left, 10 minutes left, then I'm like, I don't know. Because if we for me, I don't care about this whole 4 goal situation. First things first, we need to go to extra time. That's what I need. First things first, get to extra time. And then we can worry about either taking it to penalties or getting the goal. But first things first, we need to get to extra time. Then we can worry about the other stuff. That extra goal or going to penalties. I need to get to extra time. That's all we need to focus on. We don't need to focus on 4 goals or getting that extra goal, the 4th goal advantage in 90 minutes. No, we just need to get to tie the game, to tie it up on aggregate by full time, and then we can worry about getting another goal come extra time or just going to penalties. That's how I'm looking at it. I think that's how they need to look at it. Goal by goal by goal. If we can shut them out, the longer it takes them not to score, the more worried they are. And of course, the longer it takes us not to score, the more worried we are. But if we can get a goal and we can keep them from scoring, and it gets to the 50th minute and we have a goal and they don't have anything, they're already antsy. And then we get another goal in the 60th minute, 65th minute. They're chucked. They're chucked. They don't know what to do. Chucked, cooked, swimming in fucking worrying. Fucking swimming in worries. They're not going to know what to do. So we just need to take it step by step. I'm already stressed. The game hasn't even started. I'm stressing because the hope is always there. It's always there. I can't help it. It's there. As a Real Madrid fan, I just feel we should win every game, and that hope is always, no matter who the opponent is, it's there, eating at you. The hope. Yeah. We can do it. Fuck. Well, that's all I got. I'll see you guys for the match review. Hopefully it's a joyous occasion. Adios.